All right. We will see if anybody pops in. I don't know. Oh, Smashmaster came in with the number one comment. You the man. You are the man. See if anybody else comes in here, though. I hope people have topics to talk about. James Nelson, how are you? Missed you yesterday, but I understood you were working, so that's all good. You worked early or late or something. I can't remember exactly. Tone, what is up, Tone? How are you doing? How is our grandfather doing? How are all the lockups going? I started putting stuff back together because everything ate, and I got everything arrested. I started putting stuff back together again, and we'll see how this goes. Had to work early. Oh, that's what it was. You had to work early this morning. Understandable. Work and family comes first. Tanisha, how are you? Just watched your video, Tanisha. You put up what you like to put up. That's what you need to do. If you put up what you like, you'll be successful. Kelsey, how are you? How is David? I talked to him a little bit ago. Very good. You need to, now, here's my question for you, Tone. When they were separated, after they weren't locked up no more, and you took the males out, how long were they in the tub for? Was one laying on one side of the tub and one laying on the other side of the tub, or were they still laying together? You're good. That's good, Kelsey. That is good. Because I don't separate them until one is on one. Because what happens is when they're done, usually the male goes and lays on the other side of the tub, or he curls up in a ball, not in a ball, but in a little circle and stays over there. It doesn't even show no interest. But if they're still laying on top of each other and stuff like that, I keep them together until they don't do that no more. Then I separate them, feed them both, give them a few weeks off, and put them back in there. I left them in overnight. Yeah, were they still what now? Yeah. Now here's my question, though, Tone. Even though they were separated, were they really close to each other still, or was one on the other side of the tub and one on the, like that? Just because they were unlocked, I would have left them together a little longer than overnight. I would have left them in there for, some people keep them in there for, I've seen people keep them together for a week. Okay. Well, feed the males and the females. Give them a few weeks, put them back together. This is, and then about 3 weeks or so, you keep putting them together and they'll start building up follicles and stuff like that. But I always keep them together until I'm 100% sure that they're separated in total opposite sides of the tub. Jay's balls, how are you doing, buddy? How's the job going, Jay? Jay's reptiles, I mean. How's the job going? Okay. Then you're still going to want to give him a break before you put him in with another female. Very, very good. Are you saving your money to pay off your debt to me? Ed from CMC, how are you doing today, sir? Yeah, feed them. Keep him separated. Put him in with another female in about, I would say, a good 2 weeks or so. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze here. About 2 weeks, they lock, they separate them again, do it again. Give them a few weeks off, put them back with another female that you want to put them with, but you have to be constantly moving them around. You have to, you have to keep, car payments. They're tough. They're tough, especially your first ones. Keep them moving around. Keep them fed and well rested in between. Oh man, I started getting a sneeze so sudden. I don't know why. At least that's what I do. My day wasn't bad, Jeff. I'm going to tell you right now, it was a pretty good day. Everything went good. The rack's looking great. The thermostat's working great. I paired some snakes up today. Well, one thing I could tell you, Jay, don't mess up on car payments, buddy. They'll ruin your life forever. Hey, Tennessee, how you doing? How are things going where you're at? I had my tarantulas, right? And I went down and fed them today, and I got it on film. It's on tomorrow's vlog, and I opened the lid on the one, and I'm looking in there, and I'm like, I don't see it. I even put glasses on. I moved everything around and looked under everything. Didn't see it. I'm thinking to myself, I hope this thing wasn't sitting on the lid or something when I opened it. It bolted, and it was a Hapalopus species, Columbia large, so they're really, really super fast. I'm thinking I wouldn't even see it. So I went back and kept watching the video to see if I would see it. So then what I did is I put the lid back on and I put it in a dark spot and I let it sit there for a while. And I went back and checked, and there it was on the side of the container on the inside looking out. I'm like, that thing was hiding in there all the time. Yeah. Well, I'm glad things are starting to get better. Reagan, how are you doing? And yes, they're getting very large. Another Hapalopus species molted today or yesterday. Must have did it yesterday or today. And it's they're getting big. I can't wait till they're adult sizes. Todd, how are you doing? Okay. You mean call you later after the stream? Slash, is that what you're talking about? I will do so right after the stream is over. Okay. Kelsey's in here now if you wanted to get David's information, and then I can call you. Yeah, that's okay. Reagan, sometimes school's important, so going to bed or early is important. Okay, but I'll still call you after it. They grow super fast. That's good to know. I've had them longer than that. Not longer than 7 months, but I've had them a while. And I suppose if I fed them more. Oh, mine were even smaller. Mine were like so tiny you could barely see them when I put them in there. They had to eat fruit flies when I first got them. But now that they're on bigger prey items, they're really flying along. I can't wait till they're adults. Now that they're eating good, I'm sure I'll get them to adult size pretty quick. And what is it, a male or a female? Do you know, or don't you know? Oh, that'll be cool to see back to doing videos again. I was told by a person, Tennessee, that was a breeder. I'm not gonna tell you who they were. They have a big store. They sell a lot of tarantulas, and they told me that Papilopus species Columbia large is an extremely slow growing tarantula, and everybody I've talked to said no, they're very, very fast. And you've confirmed it right there. They mature out really fast. So sure, male. Do you have any females or anything, or no? I hope I have a female in there, at least one female. Because I would love to breed them eventually. I think it would be just a very interesting thing to do. So your mom finished. It's going to be good to see you doing videos again, Reagan. Well, Todd, I just noticed you said that. I'm not doing too bad. Is my videos coming in clear? Is everything going okay? Oh, okay. I was just wondering because it seems like I can't tell how many people were in here. It just got quiet so all of a sudden. Yeah, even the Tyndalls. I was talking to them. Theirs are mature males too, and I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if I got a female in here. I got one that's growing way faster than the other one, and I'm hoping the one that's growing slower is a female. Yeah, we had 10 for a few minutes. I don't know what happened to everybody. So, is there any subjects anybody wants to discuss? Because we'll discuss them. Open book, open mic. You just tell me what the subject is and we'll cover it. Slow down.
I should.
What? What?
Nothing.
Oh. Yeah, they always seem to eat the males, but you know, it's okay. Please don't lean on the back of the chair. It's okay. I watched Deadly Tarantula Girl do it. She's right on the ball with that. So she's pretty good at it. OBT. What about an OBT, Reagan? Orange baboon tarantula. Seriously?
What?
No, don't move the dog.
Why can't he sleep there?
Because he likes to sleep close to me, so don't.
He's awake. He's drinking.
I know that don't mean nothing. You want an OBT? I don't think that would be a very good beginner tarantula for you at first, Reagan. What are you doing?
I'm completely bored and I'm not tired at all.
Well, it's time to go lay down somewhere then. And make yourself tired.
I'm not tired at all.
Make yourself tired.
What do you do there, huh?
Let me see what this is here. Yeah, if that's all they have, I would be amazed. I'm amazed also that they don't have more than that. If you don't hold it, I don't know, Reagan. I don't. They're very, very, very. The OBTs are extremely fast, and their bites pretty bad. And I don't know if that would be a good one to get for your first tarantula. Anyway, I think my personal opinion is I would have you own a few before the OBT. What's your opinion on that, Tennessee? Reagan, she's 8 years old. Should she get an OBT?
Where's my extension?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I didn't even know you had one. Yeah.
Is it over there somewhere? I don't know. It's somewhere.
I told you not to wake your mom, didn't I?
I didn't wake her. Both of you did.
No, not for first. I have to agree, not for first tarantula. Yeah, they're very fast, and their bite's pretty painful. Isn't that what you had, Tennessee, that got out was the OBT, and it took you? You had to take all kinds of stuff to take. You had to take that door apart or something to get it. Yep, brachiopelma's good. How about like they say brachiopelma albopilosums are good. What about the chalcodes, like the phonopelma chalcodes? Yeah, they're phonopelma species. Because if you're not used to handling them, one thing I've learned is if you're not used to handling them, or not handling them as in touching them, but having them, you got to learn how they maneuver and move. And that's a brachiopelma albopilosum. Yes, is a curly hair. The phonopelmas are like your, like the phonopelma chalcodes, the Arizona blonde, things like that. Yeah, test your wound. See, I personally wouldn't hold any tarantula. That's just any of them. Very good. You know what you need to do, Reagan? You need to have your mom get you this book. All right, and then you and your mom sit down and read this book. It has a lot of good information in it. And one thing I've learned, tarantulas most of the time they just want to be looked at. They don't want to be touched. They don't like to be picked up and things like that. You got to be use a little bit of caution with them because if you're holding one in your hand and it falls, it could die. They have that book on Amazon, Reagan. Yeah, I've read it several times. It's got a lot of good information on it. Oh, that's right, Jeff. You got one too, don't you? One of them books. You know what you need to do, Jeff? You need to write a book like that about scorpions. Yeah, and they can die from that easily. Yes, I did. / It's the Arachnid Bible. Yes, it is. So, what's your next tarantula on your wish list, Tennessee? And another thing, Tennessee, do you have any dwarf species? I can't remember if you do or not. You know, Reagan, you're not the first person to say you can't comment. I've been getting a lot of those that say they can't comment, and I don't know what the problem is, but that's okay. And thank you very much for watching. What's up, Bitten Off? How are you doing? I'll have to look that one up. I'm not sure. I am too familiar with that species. Let me see. Ooh, that is stunning. Wow. I'm going to have to say I like that. I think that's amazing. I hope you get it. That'd be cool to see. I'm not doing too bad. I'm not going to complain. A little bit of back pain. Other than that, it's not too bad. Yeah, it has been a while. Thank you, Reagan. Tennessee, what do you think about all these laws they're saying that with the transport of the Brazilian species over state lines. Now, how big are your Bumbacabacus? Are they considered a species, a dwarf species? And there's two species of the Columbia's, the Hapalopus Columbia species. One is large and one is like Klein or something like that. But Bumbacabacus are a dwarf species. Well, here's what I say, Reagan. People in the hobbyists, yes, I think we need to start contacting USARK, the United States Association of Reptile Keepers, and have them start working for tarantula keepers too, because they will, I'm sure. It's if they're starting to do this with those two, just like they did with the Burmese and the retic, and they got it changed back. And it took them a while, but they did it. Because Reagan, what I was going to say is people in the hobby seems to do a better job of breeding and keeping a species around than they do in the wild. Oh, she's trying to get rid of the law. I hope I'll have to contact her on Facebook and ask her about it. Because if she is, she might need to contact a couple people about it or something. A few other people to see if they can get behind her and help her or something like that. She probably already thought of that though. Your bird eaters are big. They got a little bit of a temper though. Oh, okay. Yes. But back to what I was asking you is the Bumbacabacla is considered a dwarf species. I know the Columbia, that the Hapalopus species Columbia larges, and the Hapalopus species Columbia small is considered a dwarf species. Yep, they protect everything. Yeah, funny, Jeff. They protect everything into extinction. Oh, very interesting. I suppose that makes them pretty pricey then too, doesn't it? Okay. I'll have to check that. I'll have to look it up because I don't know right off the top of my head if it's a dwarf or not. I have 3 Bumbacabacus in my collection. I can't wait till they get bigger. I hope when they get bigger, they're not. I hope that when they get bigger, they're not as burrowers as they are when they're little. Like I said, I got pet dirt. They're not a fossorial species, are they? I can't remember. Yeah, I will tell her in the morning, Reagan, when she gets up, that you said hi and that you miss talking to her on here, okay? You have 3 slings. Are they slow growers? Which one do you have, Jeff? 3 inches. That's a pretty good size. H.L. Cotes. Yes, Ivona Pelma Chuck Cotes. Wonder how many offspring they have at a time. And Reagan's, thank you for stopping in. Howdy, all. How are you doing, Theory? How are things going with you? The rest of them are all scorpions. Am I correct, Jeff? Sweet. I hope you have good luck breeding it. Good question, James. Slash, I hope you read that. Oh, I bought one from him. Oh, is that the one that had all the babies in it? Yes. Are you going on vacation or are you just taking a day off? Yes, I do remember that, Jeff. She had a lot of them, too. A lot. Oh, Theory, what does he think of it? Is he going to do a video of it? Four-day weekend. Very good. Do you want me to show that, Jeff? What do you guys think of this sticker? I think that's awesome. Oh, James loves it. Okay, I think I'm sure he liked it, David. I'm sure Gage liked it. Theory likes it. Anybody else in here? See, there's only a couple people talking, but we got a lot of people in the background. I just want to say hello to everybody in the background. You guys can come out and talk. Nobody here bites. Unless there's people doing things and just listening to me talk. They're scared. So James, with these Lasiacs coming in, and see what they did with the Tennessee with the Lacey Acts coming in. What they did with the Lacey Act with the reptiles is they kept adding stuff and adding stuff and adding stuff. Do you think the tarantula hobby can survive with the Lacey Act hitting it? Do you think they'll be able to stop the Lacey Act from progressing? Because I know it was very devastating with the snake hobby when they put the reticulated python on there, the Burmese python, the African rock python, the anaconda. It really hurt. Yeah. I know. I'm sure that the laws with the Lacey Act are the same with the fines would be the same. I know with the snakes, if you transported them across state lines, it was like a $250,000 fine plus jail time. Yeah, I suppose it would be because I don't know if there's not as many people in it or what. I'm not sure. I know it was definitely hard on the reptile hobby. It really was really hard on it. Nope, they won't they don't want the Brazilian species crossing state lines. Yeah, that's how they start. They start off small and then they add more. But 7 or 8, they're all Brazilian species. Am I correct? What pokey do you know? Theory, do you know what pokey's on there? Because it'll be devastating if they start picking away at that hobby too. Yeah, and that's what happens, James. That's what happened with the I know that's what happened with the retics and stuff like that. People were like, well, not that many people keep the retics and the berms. Let them throw them under the bus, and we'll worry about them later. We'll work on this other stuff. Well, what they didn't understand is once they let one thing go, it was going to keep going on and on with other things. Lots of fish are on that list. Snakeheads, things like that. I know there's a lot of there's snakeheads on there. There's things like the arowana. I'm not sure which arowana it is. I think it's the Asian arowana or so I don't know. One of the arowanas are on there. Yeah, but now the Poecilotheria is a very well success story in the hobby. It's just a booming. It's really booming. I mean, people have started breeding it, and it's taken off, and it's proves that it can be a self-sustaining hobby if they let it just cross state lines and stuff. I don't think that. Yeah, the P Metallic is not on there, or the Regalis. I don't think that's on there either. Not sure. I'll have to look that up. So, David, how are your snakes doing? You got any eggs or anything, or anything looking rabid? Yeah, see, that's. Let me see. I've got 3. Hey, Sarah, how are you doing? That's the Sri Lanka species that are on there. Yes, I think that. I think if people breed them too, I think we could have enough supply to go around in this whole country. I don't think it's right that they block stuff like that. So, Sarah, how are you? You're doing okay? How's Edward doing today, and Mikey? Are you feeling better, Sarah? I saw your post the other day. You sounded like you were real tired and were not feeling very well. Did you sell the tarantulas yet, Sarah? Did you sell that whole package yet? No, not yet. Wow. I've been telling people. Anything exciting happening at the Tyndall's place? Now, if the bank give you a line of credit, David, didn't they just extend the credit on your card that you already have? Yeah, well, he's waiting for his bank to send him his card. Oh, sometimes that takes a couple weeks. The CAT scan on. Oh, because you're not feeling good, right, Sarah? Is that what it is? Yeah, but the pins, don't you call them and make your own pin? Well, they said they're not going to sell it out from under you, so. So it will be there when you. I'm sure it'll still be there when you're ready. When you get your card and everything. See, they're going to hold it for you, David, so you're good. Oh, it's going to be a slow night tonight, guys. The back is hurting and everything. So it's going to be a short one, I'm sure. But tomorrow's Friday, so tomorrow maybe we'll have a good one, huh? I'll come up with a good subject to oh yeah, okay. I got what you're saying. I'm gonna come up with a subject for tomorrow. The weather's hitting a lot of places and people. Yeah, really bad weather too. Oh yeah, your bank printed you one on site. That's what That's what our bank does too. When Becky went in to get a new one, they printed her one right on the spot. Most banks do that now. Ed. So Ed, how are things going, buddy? Saw you in here earlier, and I was talking about tarantulas, and I got sidetracked. Are you gonna get ice or something, Sarah? Okay, that's good. That's good that you're doing okay. How'd you make out with your storm that you guys had, Ed? You guys making out okay with that storm? Because I seen that it was pretty tough there. I got a few suggestions for you, Ed, after I'm off, and I'll tell you what they are. Oh, okay. Ooh, ice. Yeah, that's not good. That's pretty tough. Especially if it's a lot of ice, because I know some places get inches and inches of ice, and that's scary. Temperature here right now. It was cold here today. Let me see what the temperature says right now today. Let me see. Ed. It's 9 below zero right now here. Here, I'll show you guys. -9. Yeah, I got a few ideas, Ed. We'll get her out of there. We can definitely get her out of there. Oh, I will. I was thinking if you take a rat, you want me to tell you now? And you put it in a tote in the middle of the floor and just watch. It will come down to get the rat sooner or later. Pretty quick, actually. Yeah, I would definitely put a rat in there. Get some of your rat bedding that has a really strong rat smell in it. Put it in the bottom of the tote. Put the rat in there so the room gets the smell of the rats. It'll come out looking for it. Let it see it. If it can see out. I don't know if it can see out from where it's at, but I know that usually does work sometimes. Get that smell going in there. I know you don't like the smell, but it'll come out from that. It's better than ripping the whole room apart. It just aggravates a person when they get out, doesn't it? I mean, it drives you crazy. You're like, what the heck? Especially when you don't expect it. No, David, it was a prison break. Yeah, you found them all too, didn't you? See, the problem is with a boa, they're big, and they get squeezed in a small area, and then they wedge themselves in there, so you can't get them out. You have to wait till they're ready to come out. I had the king snake get out of me. Took me a few hours to catch it, if I can remember correctly. David, how is Jennifer's geckos doing? When she hasn't done an update video in a while. Another thing you can do, Ed, if she doesn't come out tonight, you can put a heating pad or some kind of heating device on the floor. Turn it on, turn the temperature down in there, and when you come in there in the morning or a few hours later, sometimes they're laying on it trying to get warm. Yeah, it's good to see when she does the I like seeing her update videos on them. But if she ain't feeling good, that's understandable too. And if she, her dad was sick and all, that's all understandable. Well, guys, it's going on an hour. I think I'm going to hop off here. Tomorrow night should be a good one, though. I'm going to come up with a good topic. We're going to discuss that topic and see where it goes. All right. Oh, okay. All right. And you leave it open. Yeah, you might go in there and she might be in there. But definitely put a rat out and put it in get the smell going. Just make sure the rat can't escape. And she can't get out of the room, right? So that's a plus. So, yeah, if she can't get out of the room, you're good. So, David, Ed, Sarah, Jeff, Tennessee. Who else is there? I don't know who else is all in here, and everybody in the background that's not saying anything. James, I know you're in here still. Anybody who happens to be in the background that's not out saying anything, thank you guys all for stopping in here. And we'll do this again tomorrow, but it'll be a better one tomorrow. A lot better. Peace.